Today's today's title is Uncertainty Drains Mental Energy. This is kind of when we talk about you're not going to know what's going on, and trying to control your situation can get you into trouble as well, right? If you try to control your future. But uncertainty is the other end of it. There's things that we know that we can probably pretty certain of, because that's what our brain wants. Our brain wants to make sure that we stay in that certainty. So trust in the Lord with all your heart. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. All your ways acknowledge Him. And so when we think about our verse today, trust in the Lord with all your heart. God, help me trust you when I do not have all the answers. Help me to trust you when I do not have all the answers. Turn on the fan. It's getting to be summer here, so making sure that it's not too hot. So it's getting hot. All right, so the grounding is, God, help me trust you when I do not have the answers. Help me to trust you when I do not have the answers. The truth is that the human mind, God, help me to trust you when I do not have all the answers. The human mind craves certainty when answers are missing. The human mind craves certainty when answers are missing. The brain often works overtime, trying to predict outcomes, eliminate risk, and create control. This constant search for certainty can become mentally exhausting. And the example here is someone is waiting to hear back about a job, opportunity, medical test, financial decision, or important relationships, conversations. Nothing has happened yet, but their mind spends hours imagining possibilities, preparing for problems, and searching for answers. By the end of the day, they are emotionally, physically drained, even though nothing absolutely changed. And some of the most difficult sessions or seasons in my life were not necessarily the painful seasons. And there was a few of those. They were the uncertain seasons. The ones where you don't know what's going on because you're trying to control a world that can't be controlled. And instead of finding a few things that you know that you can be certain of, we spend our time dreaming about everything we can't be certain about. So not knowing how things will work out. Like, we have to know, I don't know, this is, as I'm recording this is in June of 2026 today. And thinking about, I have no idea what's going to happen in December of 2020. And I'm not going to control that. The only thing that I'm certain of is that if I'm here and God lets me be here, that He'll be going to me. I would read possibilities and mentally rehearse future scenarios. The strange thing was that all of that thinking rarely produced any peace. It usually produced more fatigue. And God's really taught me that faith was never about having all the answers. Faith is trusting the one who already knows the answers. And that He has our best at His heart, in knowing that He's going to give His children the things that He's decided He's going to give us. Eventually, I learned that uncertainty is not always a problem to solve. Sometimes it's an invitation to trust. And I don't think I can do anything with this because I don't have access to making this highlighted. But I learned that uncertainty is not always a problem to solve. Sometimes it's an invitation to trust. So what is our mind doing during this time? Research often refers to tolerance of particularly the amygdala, emotion center, right? And the anterior cingulate cortex becomes more active when outcomes feel uncertain. Because the brain prefers predictability, uncertainty. And that can trigger increased vigilance, mental rehearsal, and worry. Over time, that consumes a significant amount of your cognitive resources, which is energy, that then needs to be fueled, and we fuel it with the wrong stuff. And then it contributes to emotional fatigue, even when no actual danger exists. We just have to be careful on how much time we spend trying to figure out the future and spend time on what's there. Because what happens is the more time that we spend in these uncertainty realms, the more time that we spend trying to figure out what's going on, the more we start stressing about the possibilities of what can happen. So let's stick to what we know that we can do and stick to know that God's there. I'm not saying don't plan. I'm not saying don't make goals. I'm not saying don't have a future in mind. I'm just saying don't go down the road of all the bad possibilities that can happen with it. Because what faith often grows the strongest in places where certainty is absent. Trust the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. He will direct your paths. What unanswered questions have been consuming your mental energy lately? What unanswered questions have been consuming your energy lately? So identify one area of uncertainty in your life and intentionally release it to God in prayer today. I don't know if this is one of them that people tell me all the time. God, I don't know if I'll have enough money to do the things that you have me on the earth to do in 6 months from now. My job seems a little bit unstable. They're not paying me enough to live the life that I'm trying to live. So I'm just living trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And they say, and you give that to God, hey, I don't know what the future holds. I just know you're going to take care of it. And I'm going to have faith and trust that you have. And I even have an example because I look back at my life and I'm still here. Father, help me stop carrying questions that only you can answer. Teach me to trust, and when the future feels unclear, give me peace in the waiting, confidence in your goodness, and rest from the need to control every outcome. I love that last word. But confidence in your goodness and rest from the need to control every outcome. Blessed days, may God's peace guard your heart, quiet your mind, and strengthen your trust in seasons of uncertainty. So the reflection today is, do you think uncertainty can be mentally exhausting? First, the answer is yes. And what area of uncertainty is most difficult for you right now? How has God helped you trust Him during seasons when answers were not available? And I'm going to put these in the chat for you so that you can have them to go back and look at them in case you forget. You always can go back and just walk